Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and for today's Sunday conversation, I feel like I'm having a fireside chat like Roosevelt. Anyway, for today's conversation, a couple things. I want to say, first of all, thanks so much for everyone for your comments. It means a lot to me. I want to let you know that I don't respond to comments as much as I'd like to, but there's just a time infringement here for me. So I want you to know that I read your comments. I just don't have the time to respond to everything. I really, really appreciate the conversation that everyone has there on our channel. It means a lot to me. So thank you for that. Secondarily, recently I had a video talking about would you crack a coin out or not, and there's a $17.99 bus dollar PCGS graded, and I was really, really fascinated with the number of you who said, don't crack it out. I think it'll come back cleaned. I was fascinated by that because I just want to say kudos to you. Looking at the coin past the holder, we'll see what happens with the coin. I may or may not have cracked it out. So, there's that. I thought it was really cool that a lot of you just said, "Hey, this coin has been cleaned," even though it's in a PCGS holder. And the reason I think that's neat is a lot of you have developed your own sense of grading. And not that I want you to just sit around and disagree with the grading companies all day long. That's not actually what I promote. And we'll have another video another day about that. But I want to get to a couple of your comments and questions. First of all, let's see, travel with us. Talking about cleaned large cents, says that he's got a lot of large cents. And if have you heard of anything like this? You should aluminum wrap a polished or whizzed silver coin and bake it for a bit, and the fake surface will vanish. Any truth to that? What is truth? He didn't say what is truth. I said what is truth. So, well, if you bake a coin in aluminum with what they're trying to do is actually artificially tone the coin, so it will not get rid of the polished surface. It will try to hide the polished surface. It's actually a technique that people use to try to artificially tone a coin. So it's not something that I do or recommend doing. So don't try that at home, kids. Next, onto a bigger. I had to print it out. I'm going to read a few parts of it here. James says that he's very discouraged. He's been doing this for 4 years. Can't tell the distinctions between cleaned coins, especially Morgans, cleaned and uncleaned. The original Morgans to me have the same blue appearance as the cleaned ones. I watch videos more than once. It doesn't jump out to me. They look almost identical. And this is one of my problems. I'm still getting a large percentage of my Morgan submittals come back as cleaned or details, or far lower than the mint state that I expect. I get a 62 when I'm expecting a 65. Then I go back and look online at dozens of pages, hundreds of examples of MS62 Morgans, and they all look terrible, all scratched up. My 62s, hardly a mark on them, with great complete cartwheel luster. These are the two issues: inconsistent grades by a country mile and seemingly inconsistent details grades is right at the brink of pushing me completely out of any more investing in Morgans / coins. So about that, about being frustrated with the grading and grading companies, here's a couple pieces of advice, things that I would recommend. I've said this before in some of my crack out videos. At some point, if your grades are coming back very different than what the grading companies are saying, if that happens a lot, then there's a pretty good chance that it's not them, it's me, right? So there's been lots of times where I've had coins where I just disagree with, but in general, when I send the coins in, it's within margin of error, so to speak. So if you have coins you're expecting to get back 65s and they're coming back 62s, I would consider that to be a moment to consider whether or not it's you when it comes to the grading thing. Secondarily, don't get discouraged by this. And there is more than one national coin dealer that I deal with that will tell me outright, I cannot grade coins. I do not grade coins. I buy and sell graded coins. And this may sound, kind of crazy, but the reality is that for lots of collectors, the thing to do is just to only buy graded coins and to go about it that way. If you're really being discouraged by the fact that you're getting coins submitted and they're coming back the wrong grade, the grade that you don't want them to come back, then don't send coins in for grading. Buy graded coins, and that kind of alleviates that problem. Plus, if you're buying raw coins and submitting them, you're paying all that extra money in fees, which is kind of like the double whammy, right? So you thought you're getting an MS65 and you're getting an MS62 and you're paying for it. So just buy the slabbed coin instead. I know we all want to be able to take a coin and get it graded and do well on it, but sometimes the right thing to do is just buy the graded coin. Lots of time studying and trying to see the distinctions again and again. They seem highly inconsistent to me. The graders do. The more discouraged I get and the more I tell myself I can't leave, I've got too much time invested, and the cycle of turmoil continues for me. The saddest part of all this is I really like Morgan dollars. They're stunning and they're lovely, and I've always had an interest in it. Even when I was a young child, now I'm older and I can collect them, but I'm so discouraged. So I'm not sure what the answer is. Maybe some video series on Morgans that has hours and hours of video, but then I'll be able to pick up these distinctions. I'm sorry for sharing this. All this, as again, I'm grateful for you trying to help. So the second thing that I would say is after, hey, just either buy slabbed coins or buy raw coins and be happy with what you're buying. But the one more thing that I would say is go if you have a local coin shop, I would really consider spending time in there. So, videos are one thing, and we try hard here to try to give you video evidence of what we're looking at. And it's hard because I can get the picture of a coin on the screen, and then it's hard for me sometimes to really, really show you what it is that I'm looking at. So, if you sit down with somebody and see coins face to face, that's way different than looking at pictures on a screen. Because when you look at the pictures on the screen, every MS62 on eBay looks like a 65 because that's how they take the pictures, right? And the pictures can be really deceiving. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that helps everyone in the community to think about, what you want to do with your coin collecting. You want to have a plan going forward with what you're doing. You want to know, am I going to buy just graded coins? Am I going to buy coins that are raw and try to get them certified? There's a lot to be said for having a plan when it comes to collecting coins. So have a plan with what you're doing. And, James, I hope that helps you out a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.